So, what is your advice to folks who are, again, overwhelmed with this H1B market and just really stuck in that negative mindset? Also, probably talking to the negative people about their perspectives of like getting into the market. And some of them are real fears. I'm not going to say they're not. But how do you sort of work with your clients or even like people who come to you? How do you coach them through this overwhelm and just despair that a lot of immigrants are feeling now, especially with the new administration as well?
Yeah, I think to be truly honest, things have changed even in the last 8 years, right? From the time I graduated to now when students graduate. The paths to navigating this is becoming more and more filled with a lot more hurdles than ever. But first thing first is having an unstoppable mindset. If you're going to be so distracted by noise and the chaos around, you're only wasting the mental bandwidth you have that you can allocate to do the actions, right? Take the actions and really keep going, because I think that's the only thing that got me through the last 8 years, because I was just going as like whatever is happening out in the world. I knew the path I wanted. I wanted career freedom. I wanted to be able to do what I wanted without the visa dictating it. But in terms of practical advice for anybody who does not have an H-1B yet, start building a profile for immigration. It's going to come in handy to get yourself a O1 visa if H-1B is not working out. You could go to a cap exempt employer, meaning all nonprofits, hospitals, universities. If you get an employment there, they're not going to go into the lottery system, so you get the visa directly. So if it's somebody who already has an H1 and if transfer is the concern, I think a lot of companies are open to supporting the right candidates. So I think that shouldn't deter people from applying or aiming for something more. I mean, I probably applied for thousands of jobs, got hundreds of interviews, and so far only landed three offers because 99% of the time it was the visa sponsorship. So that's the reality even I had to get through. But did it stop me? Not really. Did it really drain me? Yes, absolutely. But you just got to keep chasing what you want. And I've always been a chaser, so it sort of worked out for me. But I think there are a lot of resources and awareness now than ever before. So I think that is the saving grace for how circumstances are. So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. You said something. We just had a call with one of my clients, and she said exactly that. I said before working with you, I used to dwell and cry and mourn for like a long time, and then this past 3 weeks, I really realized that it's a waste of my time, and I have no time for this. I must just keep going with my actions and things I need to do because, like you said, the mental bandwidth either you can dedicate it to fear and worry, or you can put it into the faith that you have in yourself and the fact that things always work out.
Mhm.
It's just about having that curiosity of like how will they work out, like I went through three H1 lotteries and I just thought that was the worst thing that was happening to me, but that didn't mean anything. I'd never let that occupy my headspace. I just kept delivering at work as best as I could. And God had other plans. I actually met my husband and ended up on the green card path much faster. So it was actually nice that I didn't get the H1 picked. But you just never know. But like you said, the unstoppable mindset is about knowing that it'll always work out no matter how. And I think a lot of folks in the job market don't want to hear that because
Mhm.
the thinking process, the thought process is quite small, where it's just
Yeah.
about, but Prasha, you don't get it. I just need a job. And I'm like, okay, then I am not the right coach for you. Bye
Yeah.
bye. Like then somebody's gonna take advantage of you and just get you a shitty job. And sure, you could do it, but that's not strategic. That's not how you grow as well. Because I'm sure all these challenges have shaped you today, Tamanna.